Micro Squad. I am Sam, and welcome to your Forget Your Ex-Libris workout, which is our, we'll call it Valentine's, but I feel like you can do it at any time. So we've got a very fun workout for you. I have a very fun workout for you. It's all book tropes. I asked on Instagram weeks ago, months ago, depending on whenever you're watching this, what your favorite book tropes were. And this was inspired by one of our lovely members, one of our sparklers, Melissa. You can blame her for all this. I'll be nice, I won't tag her other than in here. But you have all your book tropes, all your favorite book tropes. We are pairing them with a move. So it's gonna be spicy because we all love our spicy books. And you're gonna have some little spicy little weights. So I have my ankle weights on. You can always put on wrist weights, but we have a resistance band. I do have a fabric one. I have sliders. I have two out. You can just use one, paper plate or a sock, something that your foot can slide around on the floor. You're only using it for one move. Technically two, because you have to do it on both sides. And then I have a set of light weights, so I have 5-pound weights that you can use as well. You can pick lighter, you can go heavier, your choice. I will warn you, it is a lot of combo moves because a lot of our tropes are basically combo moves, or I assimilated them to combo moves. I don't know, that's just what I felt like. And then because it is me, I had to, it's a book club shirt, but it's a little dark because I have to. I have to. Okay, we're gonna get started on our backs. So we're gonna lay down on our backs. You got those weights on those ankles for that added spice. Laying down, you're gonna float your feet up into tabletop. Just bring your arms down to the floor. And I want you to flex your feet for me. Flex those feet, knees are stacked over the hips, shins are parallel to the floor. You're gonna drop your heels to the floor, both legs at the same time if you can, and then exhale, pull the legs back up using the lower core. This is our very first move, our very first trope, which is fated mates. Because our legs are fated to be together, our core is fated to work throughout this entire workout, and you're automatically feeling that pull. Maybe it's that mating bond that is just being pulled right down to your core, right? We all felt it. Maybe with a fictional character, but that's fine. We love those fictional characters. Now, every time you drop those heels down, I don't want you to rock in those hips and the lower back come off of the floor. I want you to draw the belly button in deeper towards the spine. Really pull that core in nice and tight. I will give you the option, if it is a lot, you can do one leg and then the other. You can alternate it if it is a lot for you. The feet don't need to touch the floor. It's totally okay. Oh, we're gonna get this one out of the way, okay? We're gonna roll over. You're gonna meet me in a tabletop position on hands and knees. We have enemies to lovers in 3, 2, 1. Rolling on up into that tabletop position. So your hands are underneath those shoulders, knees are underneath those hips. A lot of you have told me that bear is like your enemy move, so we're gonna learn to love this one. So you're gonna tuck those toes, lift the feet up, but it's a combo move. We gotta go to lovers. So you're in this floating tabletop. You're gonna walk one leg out, other leg out to that plank, and then bring it back in. Right foot in, left foot in. From here, I want you to pike your hips up, downward facing dog, a little love position, and then bring it back. That's your loving position, and then step it out to that bear, or that plank I mean, and then bring it in. Once the knees are in, you're gonna pike the hips up. So that bear to pike, dropping it down, walk it out. I know it's that enemy move. We learn to love it though, because we pike it up, bring it down, and you're leading with your core the entire time. Remember, they could be fated mates. You don't know that. We don't know that yet. So you want to use that core. Wrap the shoulder blades down away from those ears. By the way, I forgot to mention, this is the prologue, so aka our warm-up. We only have 2 in this prologue. It's short. Most prologues are. I forgot the pike in there. Enemies to lovers right here. We love when we come into that pike because it gives us that short little relief on the shoulders. And then we come back to enemies. I could be your enemy at this point, I know. Pike it up. Whoa. Bring it down. Wrap those shoulder blades down away from those ears. Send it out. Bring it in. Oh, how are we doing? We're good. We're gonna head into chapter 1. Legs. Sorry, I do not have a pun for this one. You're gonna grab your resistance band, lay back down on the floor in 3, 2, 1. So with this resistance band, we're putting ourselves in a little bit of forced proximity, just like when you pressed play of this video. Little forced proximity here. You're here, you gotta do it. Laying down on your back. That band is on those knees. You're gonna bridge your hips up. Remember, tuck your tailbone. Scoop that lower belly up. Arms are down by the floor. You're gonna walk your feet out as far as you can without arching in the lower back. Woo. And then walk it right back in. You're gonna keep your hips lifted the entire time. Walking it out. Woo. Oh, just caught up in my hair and my microphone. We're fine, we're fine, we're good. Because we have the band around our knees, we're forced into that proximity. The legs cannot stray from each other. They are connected. There is no going anywhere. Pull that belly button in. If you feel like your lower back is arching, I want you to drop your hips a little bit and don't walk out as far. Protect your lower back and squeeze your core. Maybe that person you are in that forced proximity with gives you a big hug and you feel something. That's your core. Maybe it's the mating bond. We don't know. But we want to feel that little hug in our core, not in our lower back. Woo. Here we go. My glutes, y'all. They hurt. Oh my goodness. Lift it up, squeeze that core. Oh, we've got this. Hamstrings, glutes are feeling it. They are on fire. Oh, and if they aren't already on fire, we're gonna feel them in the next one. You're gonna stand on up. You're gonna grab a slider. We have a slow burn lunge in 3, 2, 1. Come on up. You're gonna place your right foot on the slider. Yes, you are keeping the band. We are connected. We're in this journey together. We're not going anywhere. It's all forced proximity here. Right foot's on the slider. Left foot is gonna stay stable on the floor. Feet are hip width distance apart. I'll show you in a moment. Slider lunge. We go slow in this move. So you lift up that back heel, right leg stays straight. We lunge down for 1, 2, 3, 4. You dig through that left heel to bring you back up for 1. Whoop, there goes my balance. 2, 3, 4. Same 4 counts down, same 4 counts back up. It is a slow burn through the hamstring, through the glute. Now you see my feet are hip width distance apart. I know my foot just got cut out of the video there, but feet are hip width distance apart. The hips point forward, knee points forward, all 10 toes point forward. Everything shifts down into that left heel to lift you back up. Yeah, and it's a slow burn. You're just flipping through those pages. The 4 count, those are the chapters. You're just going from chapter to chapter like, oh my God, when are they gonna do it? When is it going to fucking happen? I can't. Is the slow burn over? No, you gotta squeeze that right glute. You gotta press through that left heel. Feel the burn in that left leg. You have this forced proximity on those legs. Yes, I am laughing at my own jokes. It's how we roll here. I think I'm so funny. I hope you guys think I'm funny. Oh. Good. Squeeze up from that hamstring, from that glute. Oh yeah. And we're gonna do a little fun with it. We're gonna tease it a bit. We're gonna sit down nice and low in that lunge in 3, 2, 1. Go down in that low lunge. You're gonna bend that right knee. You're like, oh, are they gonna do it? No. Send that leg back out. Are they gonna do it? No. That tease that the authors love to give us. Like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Just kidding. And they're pushed apart again. I think I was telling my book club, the one book I was on, I was like, oh, if they would just stop getting cock blocked, I'd be a happy person right now. The pain that we all feel right now. We're gonna switch sides. We're gonna go immediately to the other side in 3, 2, 1. This is what happens when I've been on a smut binge for like 2-3 months now. I've lost track. Right foot's on the floor, left foot's on that slider. We're just immediately hopping over to that right side. Maybe it's that switching of POVs. Love those books. Now you're getting the male side, because we're on the right side. Male, it's the masculine side. Now we're getting that male POV, and you're like, ah! And you see him just burning, and there's agony. Now all I think of is the musical, Into the Woods, agony. Maybe that's what it's feeling. I'm just rambling. And this song right now, Almost Touch Me, kind of feels like that slow burn song. When are they gonna do it? When's it gonna happen? Woo! Squeeze up from that right glute, from that hamstring. Feet are hip width distance apart. We're not opening up in those hips. We wanna make sure it stays solid into that right side. Oh man. You are just lunging, waiting for that mating bond. This is now that male POV, and they felt it. They're just waiting for our female main character to feel that mating bond snap into place. And you're like, come on. Is it gonna happen yet? We're like, we got like 5 chapters left. We gotta hurry it up here. It's one of those days, man. It's one of those days. We're gonna hold it down nice and low. We're gonna go back into that little tease in 3, 2, 1. Get down nice and low. Right knee is stacked over that ankle. You're gonna bend that left knee underneath the hip. Woo! There's that force proximity. It loosened a bit. That tension's starting to go. And then, send it right back out. Oh, that slow burn, that frustrating. They're alone. It's finally gonna happen. It's not. It's a shame. Can you sink down a little bit deeper into that glute? Yes, you can. You're gonna pick up your weights next. Oop. Balance is all over the place. Squeeze your core. We're gonna pick up our weights. I will give you the option. You can ditch your band. You can ditch that forced proximity. We have lovers to enemies now. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. You no longer need the sliders. It will not sneak up later. Do not worry. It's not a twist. We're fine. Everyone loves squats, right? Right. Yes. Yes, Sam. We all love squats. So feet are hip width distance apart, maybe shoulder distance. You're gonna hold on to your weights. You're going to squat down. When you come back up, you're going to front raise, bend the arm, reach all the way overhead, circle around. As you circle around, you squat down. So as you stand, you lift all the way up and around. Oh, we love our squats. And then we kick in those shoulders and we're like, I think we're enemies again, Sam. I think this is what's happening here. You got that band on, that forced proximity. Maybe they used to be lovers. Now there's this pull, there's this tension. And that's a good kind of tension. Good, sink the weight into the heels. Feel the burn in the shoulders, squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. I'm gonna turn again so you can see that form. So you push those hips back, lifting the hands up overhead. Don't let the shoulders creep up towards those ears. There's always that one creeper in the books. Don't let your shoulders be the creeper. Don't let them be that. Lock it down. Pull that belly button in. That big, big circle. 5 pounds are doing something for my shoulders. Y'all, we are coming to the end of chapter 1. I know we got like slow burn at the early beginning, but they haven't done it yet. Just a tease, just a tease. We're gonna head into chapter 2. Arms continued. We started to warm them up here. So you're still squatting, reaching the arms up. Woo. You do get to take off your resistance band, so just keep going. You got a couple more seconds. You're gonna meet me down on the floor in a plank position in 3, 2, 1. Ditch your band, ditch your weights just for this move if you need to. You can drop it to the knees or bring it to an elevated surface. But I want you down on those forearms to start. Feet are hip width distance apart. Reluctant heroes, heroines. So we got commandos. So you're gonna reach up onto one hand, press up to full plank, drop it down to the forearms, up and down. It's kind of like you want to help out. Oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, it's like this indecisiveness. Like, oh, I guess I have to be the hero. I guess I am going to be. I guess I'll be the savior. Kind of what this one is representing. Whew. Pull that belly button in towards the spine, and I want you to alternate which arm is pressing you up. So if the right arm pressed you up the last time, press it up with the left. Whew, excuse me. Make it even. Reluctantly go through these commandos. Remember, I want you to squeeze your core and your glutes. This whole time, I want you to feel that pull in that core the whole time. Not a pull in the lower back, just a little hug in the core. Shoulders are feeling it, glutes feeling it, core, quads, everything, literally everything, all involved here. You're gonna grab your weights. You're gonna kneel down. We got friends to lovers in 3, 2, 1. On the tops of those knees, you're gonna grab your weights. One in each hand. Woo. From here, you're gonna open the arms out to a T like you're gonna go give a big hug. It's a hug a tree move, so you're opening it up, hugging in. Elbows are slightly bent. Hands are no higher than your shoulders. This is the hugging piece. The friends piece, the lovers piece. Gonna get a little spicy, as it always does when we move friends to lovers. I want you to squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. Your next bit. Adding in that lovers move. As you open up the arms, I want you to bend at those hips. Tap your butt to your heels. As you come up, you're closing the arms. Wow, these 5 pounds were a mistake. So as you open, you lower down. You're giving into that. Let's just put you as the main character that's being chased, being pursued constantly. You're finally giving into those emotions. That's what you do. You sit. You're kind of like, okay, fine. I consent. We'll go with this. I guess we were fated mates. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes. Woo! Now keep an eye on your back. We're not overarching in the back. We're pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Woo. There we go. How those, my shoulders are dying. Everything is regretted. Everything's regretted. Well, you do get to stand up though for the next move. Because I was being nice. Kind of. We still got a little bit more arms. We're gonna stand all the way up. We have a Grumpy versus Sunshine. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep your weights. Grumpy versus Sunshine. It's a squat with an alternating tricep extension. So feet are hip width distance apart. Give me that little squat. Bring your elbows into the rib cage. You're gonna send one arm back, curl the other arm closer to the shoulder. Alternate. So I'm gonna give you a little story with this one because I was like, what am I gonna do for Grumpy versus Sunshine? This one I felt like Grumpy is always a stick in the mud, or squat, and the Sunshine's always like, let's go, let's go, let's go. That's why I picked this move. But I want you to go with intention. They may be Sunshine, but they go with intention. So you squeeze the bicep when you curl the arm in. You squeeze the tricep, the back of the arm, as you send the arm out to straight. Knit that rib cage together. And we want to make sure your tailbone's not tucked. We don't want the round in the lower back. We want to stick the booty out just a bit. Pull the core in. Lower body is that stick in the mud grumpy character. I will say, one of my favorite Grumpy versus Sunshines, and it's not in a book, is Luke Danes and Lorelai Gilmore. Like my favorite, ultimate Grumpy versus Sunshine, and my absolute favorite. It's not a book, but it's not in a book, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. Sink down a little bit lower. Oh, get a little grumpier. But focus on those arms, that Sunshine. Squeeze that core. Chapter 3 is obliques. Oh yes, obliques is next. We got some plot twists. You get to drop your weights. Meet me in a plank. In 3, 2, 1. And I promise you're not gonna use the sliders for this one. I'll be a little bit nicer. Plot twist, hands are down on the floor. You're in that plank, you're gonna bend your right knee into your chest. Sweep it over to the left side and then cross it. So your right hip's pointing towards the floor, toes are pointing to your left. You're gonna pike your hips up. It's a twisted plank to pike. Normally I do this one with a slider, but I felt like not throwing in a full plot twist, just like a half twist. Making it a little bit nicer. You're lifting up from the right oblique, piking it up, and then you're bringing it back to that plank position. Shoulders are squared to the floor. Lift those hips up. Woo. Bring it forward. You have got this. Whew. We do get to switch directly to the other side, yes. Back-to-back sides here. Another plot twist. We love back-to-back plot twists. Uncross those legs in 3, 2, 1. Uncross the legs. Now your left leg comes in. Cross it over to the right. Extend it. And then lift up. Twisted. Plank to pike. Plot twist right here. I love a good plot twist. I love when I can't see it coming. It's like the best. I love a good surprise. The next move. You can pick up the weights. You can pick up one, you can pick up both depending on how heavy of a weight you had chosen today. But why choose? Why choose? Grab it all. Just kidding. Another sneaky trope in there. Why choose? We are gonna come down to those knees. Holding on to those weights. What do we have? Oh, forbidden love. Is that what I put? Yeah, forbidden love. Grab your weights in 3, 2, 1. So why choose? Grab those weights. You're up on the tops of those knees. We got a little press in this. So you're gonna press the weights out, twist to the left. Bring the weights in, send it out, twist to center, stopping at center, bring the weights in, send it out, twist to the right, weights come in, send it out. Repeat. Woo. Forbidden love. So it doesn't feel fun, right? But we love it because we love feeling those obliques and that big twist. Out, twist, press. You want to press that forbidden love away, but they just still keep coming back. Press it out, twist, in, out, together. Ooh, almost done. Now this may or may not be a favorite trope, but I felt like it needed to go in here. Because even though some of us don't want it for a certain character, maybe we like it for others. We have a redemption arc. You're gonna have a seat in a 90-degree sit. I know that we normally call it pretzel legs. It has other names too. You're gonna sit on your right hip. In 3, 2, 1. Weights go down to the side. So right hip on the floor, right shin is in front, left shin's off to the side. Right hand comes to the floor, so it looks like a pretzel, 90-90. You're gonna reach the left arm up and over. It's also called mermaid. And bring yourself up. You're just arching up and over. The right elbow bends to the floor. You're using your obliques, but you're also getting a stretch. Maybe I get the redemption arc. You're like, okay, Sam, this isn't so bad. You're just sitting here. There's no surprises. There's no plot twist with this redemption arc. It's just arching up and over, giving yourself that nice little stretch. And again, like I said, maybe we don't want this for certain characters, like Tamlin. But maybe we want it for Eris. Yeah, I just ended up making this one out an ACOTAR thing, but there are other characters we like that little redemption arc for. But lift it up, squeeze that core, make sure you're not puffing your chest up. You're knitting that rib cage closed. Up and over. Good. We're gonna switch sides. All you're gonna do is swivel the legs over in 3, 2, 1. Okay, left hip is down, left shin is forward, left arm reaches out to the side, you bend that left elbow while the right arm reaches up and over, giving you that nice redemption arc. Oh, maybe 2 characters got redemption arcs here. How nice. I'm a nice author. Me. What? Nice redemption arc. Squeezing through that core. Again, I'm a, you're like, no, you do not get a redemption arc because we have an epilogue. This is not the end. It looks like the end. It's a redemption arc for your upper body right here. But I did forget to say this earlier. I'm sure many of you have extra books lying around. If you need something to elevate your hands a little bit higher, yoga blocks, books are great for that. I do this on the floor because I'm extra. You're probably like, no, grab some books if you need to. Grab some yoga blocks. We're gonna go into my personal favorite, one bed trope. You're gonna meet me on that butt in 3, 2, 1. So feet are flat on the floor. You're gonna start with those knees bent. Hands, you're gonna point those fingers forward or out to the side. I'm gonna point them out to the side for this one. Lift your hips up, you're gonna reverse tabletop. And then like every character does in a one bed trope, you spoon. You scoop your hips up and back, legs go straight. You will round your back as if you're curling your entire spine up for a crunch. So as you can see, you can get blocks, but the more you round your spine, the more you're gonna feel the deeper core. You feel that spoon. It should feel like a scoop in your lower belly. Scooping, you're spooning. We all love a good spoon, right? We all love to spoon. We love it when our characters spoon in that one bed. Like you like roll, at least for me, like I roll my eyes and I'm like, oh, of course there's only one room left in the inn. But yes, something's finally gonna happen. we love it. Lift up. You get a nice little stretch in the shoulders when you do that. We're almost done. It's always a short scene with the one bed trope. Oh, this one. We're gonna lay down on our backs, go straight to the back. It's normally where it progresses to, right? Rolling over onto your back in 3, 2, 1. We've got a reverse harem. Oh, yes. Arms are gonna reach up to the ceiling. Feet are floating off of the floor. You're gonna do same side. Dead bug. So reaching right arm, right leg, reach it out. Bring it in. And then reach it out. You got all these limbs, right? There's always a lot of extra limbs happening in a reverse harem. We love it. There's lots of balance. Like when you think about a reverse harem, there's a lot to balance. There's a lot to do. So you want to think about your core, reaching arm and leg nice and long. Pull that belly button in deeper towards the spine. Reach arm and leg out. Nice. Keeping that lower back down. Yeah, there we go. Feeling that entire core. Maybe in our wildest dreams, we never thought this was gonna happen. We're gonna add a twist. You're gonna keep your legs moving, arms come behind the head. Keep the legs doing what they're doing. You're adding in that bicycle crunch. There's always a weird twist in a reverse harem. A little weird twisty move. Twist from side to side. No, you are not quite done yet. There is one more move. Woo! Can you feel your core? Can you feel your obliques? Did that mating bond finally snap into place? Final one. Final move. One or both weights, or why choose? Grab those weights. You're gonna sit up on that tailbone in 3, 2, 1. I know, I threw all the twists at you. You're like, that should have been the end. No, it's not the end. You're gonna be seated here. If you need relief for your lower back or hip flexors, stay upright. Spicier, right here. Love triangle. You're gonna hold your weight. You're gonna reach down to the side. So I'm reaching to my left, up to the right, down to the floor, kind of a triangle. Then you're gonna reach up to the left, bring it down, reach it off to the right, bring it down. Yeah, kind of a triangle, kind of not. If you think about it, you're creating 2 triangles. Sounds like messy work. But love triangle, our final trope of this workout. Woo! Pull that belly button in. There you go. I've just got the 5 pound weight. I did not go for the 10. Make it spicy. Lean back a little bit. Now you're making it more challenging. You can't choose. This is where the why choose comes in. You're gonna love triangle. You're like, well, why choose? We're gonna do both. That's exactly what we're doing here. Why choose? We're gonna do both obliques. Almost done. Ah! There we go. We are finished. You're gonna drop that weight in 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop that weight. Whew. Okay. Have your feet come into that butterfly position. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. Fold over. Feel that inner thigh stretch. I hope that was fun for you. Maybe at the end of this, you're just laying on your mat and your mate walks over and says, "Who did this to you?" And you say, "Sam." And I had to throw in just like that one final trope. Who did this to you? Again, that's definitely one of my favorites too. Couldn't figure out a move other than the entire workout is its own trope of who did this to you. Yes, I think I'm funny. Extend the right leg out, pull that left leg in, hinge over that right leg, feel the hamstring stretch. That slow burn definitely gave it some. Whew. Good, and then bring it on up. Switching sides, the right foot in, left foot out, hinge over that left leg. Flexing that foot so you feel all the way to that hamstring. And you did get that nice little redemption arc. You can do that again if you want to stretch out the obliques, the lats, the shoulders. But you know, we have plenty of other stretching videos on the Micro Squad. So please check those out. And remember, my sparklers, be strong, kick ass, and be fucking magical every day. And we'll see you in the next video.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the Micro Squad. Please don't forget to subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and check out our on-demand classes. They are on our website, themicrosquad.com, and we'll see you next time.